I tell you why it's a more dangerous fight now for anybody going up against Francis Ngannou, because
Boxing fans, we're here in London for the big press conference fight announcement. Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou, with me, Spencer Fearon. Spencer, first of all, how are you, my friend? It's been a little while.
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm good. I'm really, really good. You know, the things I've been doing. Been doing a lot of work on fundraisers for Palestine with 313 Al Madana charity, and also with Save One Life charity. And today I just found out, within a month, with my help, with Amir Khan's help, with Hamzat Chimaev, we have raised £1 million. So Alhamdulillah, right? I'm sorry to keep on bringing up the political stuff, but I have to put on there because I'm a human rights activist and a devout Muslim.
Actually, I was going to talk to you about Hamzat Chimaev. How is the guy? Obviously, he's in the UK beautiful touring
brother,
about. How is he?
Absolute beautiful Uni, absolutely beautiful brother. He's a really, really nice man, really cool human being. So, yeah, I mean, I wish him all the best in whatever he does. He's a lovely guy, man.
Beast in the octagon, though. Let's talk about this fight. Two big fighters, Anthony Joshua, Francis Ngannou. Talk to me about the journey of Francis Ngannou. Within 6 months of being a professional fighter, he'll have fought Tyson Fury, and God willing that he doesn't get injured, nobody gets injured, he'll have fought Anthony Joshua. What do you make of his story, from where he's come from the streets to what he's doing right now?
His story is incredible. There's nobody in sport right now at that high echelon level that has a backdrop story like his. His story is wild. It's just an incredible story, man. Incredible story.
There's no chance I would have seen this fight if he didn't perform the way he did against Tyson Fury. Regardless of how you scored that, how you saw that fight, the performance he puts in seems to warrant him to be in this position. What do you feel like he's got in the tank? We've not seen much of him in the ring. We've only got a limited amount of 10 rounds.
I think he's got loads in the tank because he's got good people around him, and he's coming to, you know what I mean, he's got loads in the tank. I just want to see like how he performs against somebody that can actually box him. And I think if Anthony Joshua boxes, this is meant to be a relatively easy fight. If Anthony Joshua goes in there to try and match with him, I think he could come out second best because he could get tagged. But really and truly, I don't want to put a dampener on it, but this fight could be a grotesque mismatch. Could be. But this is the whole beauty of the fight, because you never know. And and just by seeing them two being sat there, just the sheer size of him, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. I'm looking forward to the fight, man. I'll be out there for that one as well.
Sure. Talk to me about Anthony Joshua. We saw his performance against Artur Beterbiev. A lot of people are saying, look, this link up with Ben Davison seems to be the one where his mind frame, he seems to be a lot happier. What do you make? Have you noticed anything different apart from his performance against Artur Beterbiev that you've seen with Anthony Joshua in the recent
I thought he boxed really good in that fight. In respect to that, is Artur Beterbiev. It doesn't matter who's in front of you, is what you can do with who's in front of you. And I thought he boxed excellent in that fight. And I think it's a good link up with him and Ben Davison. I really do. Simply because Ben Davison isn't that wildly experienced, right? But technically he's on point. And Anthony Joshua isn't wildly experienced, even though he's been a pro for 10 years. So I think they merge. I think it's a good merge. I really do. And I think Anthony Joshua now, he's kind of found himself. He's kind of found like he got more seriousness to him. And because of that, you can see even at the press conference today when he sat down, you can see the seriousness in him. So because you can see that seriousness in him, I think that's a good thing, man. I'm looking forward to it.
He talked about testing his chin, Ngannou testing AJ's chin. He said in an interview beforehand with Ariel Helwani, saying, listen, we'll see how tough a fighter he is when I test his chin, and that's what I am going to do. Do you feel like there's going to be an opportunity for Francis to do that? Or do you feel like AJ, if he should box the way we expect AJ to fight and box, that that might not be the case?
Well, Francis Ngannou is a big man and he's quick. And what has he got? 30 minutes, 10-round fight, right? He's got 30 minutes to try him and clap him. So we'll see. Because he won't be able to outbox Anthony Joshua, right? He won't be. I'm just going to be real with you. Anthony Joshua could win this on a stinker and just be behind the left jab. But at certain times, you're going to have to engage. And when you do engage, then we're going to see what's going to happen. But I tell you why it's a more dangerous fight now for anybody going up against Francis Ngannou, because the what if factor of I'm in a pro ring, what am I going to do? That he's done it now, right? And because he's done it, I know he went back to his change room saying, right, I could have done this, this, and this, and he's either going to make a massive improvement, or AJ's meant to show people that there's a reason why I won a silver medal at the World Games. There's a reason why I won a gold medal in the Olympics, because I'm the experienced guy. This is the first time he's going in there with a more experience. So he's meant to use that to his advantage and come out victorious. If he doesn't, then it's going to be curtains.
We're hearing Joseph Parker and Zhilei Zhang's going to be on.
That's going to be a wicked fight.
Talk to me about that one.
If that fight happens, I'm going to be like, that's going to be a wicked fight.
Do you feel like Joseph Parker's taking a very big risk? We know that with the win over Wilder puts him in, moves him forward towards any sort of belts that get scattered eventually, that, maybe he could put himself in for a shot. But as Zhilei Zhang showed against Joe Joyce, that he's there to spoil parties. Do you feel like this is a fight that, maybe Joseph Parker could have avoided?
You know what? I rate Joseph Parker. I think Joseph Parker's better now than he's ever been in his whole career. Seriously, I was at his fight in Saudi, the first fight he had in Saudi against the American brother. He looked very, very good in that fight. But then the performance that he did against Deontay Wilder, even better. That was incredible. That was an incredible performance. He's got an incredible team behind him. Guys who know boxing, guys who sit down and so that's going to be a great fight, It's going to be, it is a great fight. But Zhilei Zhang is a southpaw, he's big as well, right? So that is a pick-em, that's a 50-50 fight. But I want Joseph to win.
I do want to talk about Artur Beterbiev. We saw what he did against Callum Smith. I do want to talk about the aftermath and sort of the narrative that's getting spun on social media.
I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested.
I'm sure you've seen it though.
No, listen, I'm not interested. What? No one was talking about drugs thing when he fought Anthony Yard. I don't want to hear that now. Anthony Yard put in a better performance than Callum Smith. Right? I don't want to hear this drug talk. I'm not interested in none of that. They're trying to, that's the spin now. Because everybody out would say, oh yeah, Callum's going to do it, Callum's going to do it. I love Callum Smith. He's a really nice guy. I know the Smith family really well. Right? They're cool. Right? But let's call it as it is. That was a grotesque beatdown. That had nothing to do with drugs. That was me just, I'm going to beat you up. And that's what happened. So I'm not interested in that. People need to run with that to make themselves feel better. Then you run with that. I'm not accusing no one of no drug thing.
No, I'm not saying but you're disappointed with people like Tony Bellew who have tweeted quite harshly saying
Tony's a scouser. What do you expect? One thing, listen, no one can't. When man said, oh, Tony Bellew is WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get, right? And me and Tony are really good friends. So I'm not going to say, but one thing I know, if Tony's in your corner, he's backing you to the end, and that's it. So it is what it is.
If I know you're not a gambling man, but if you were to put your prediction towards a Bivol or Beterbiev, which way would they go after that performance this weekend?
Bivol on points.
Break it down for me slightly. I know you're going to do a massive breakdown on your own podcast, but I know you are. But give me a little bit of a breakdown on that one.
I'm going to say Bivol on points. It's still a pick 'em, right? But I'm going to say Bivol on points because maybe he could keep it. Nah, what I'm talking about. Beterbiev is going to bruck him up. Beterbiev is a gangster. Beterbiev is going to smash him. But I like Bivol. You know what I mean? I like him a lot, but no, I'm sorry.
Spencer, listen, always a pleasure. So it's always a pleasure seeing you, man. No doubt I'll speak to you over the coming weeks.
Come on, man.
Are you in Saudi for Fury Usyk?
Yes, I am. So I'm looking forward to that.
Hopefully we'll see you out there. Thank you very much, Fearon. Always a pleasure, mate.